Welcome, everyone. This is what you've been waiting for. The NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First, for Utah, John Stockton out there with Jeff Hornacek. We've got Ostertag. Each and every night, so important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. Then it's Russell, and it's Malone in at the 4 slot. And then for Houston, they've got Olajuwon, always giving them a fantastic effort from the paint. They count on his skill and determination to get it done inside. Then there's Ellie, and it's Barkley in at the 4 spot.
You know, when you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement, but then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And the Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly.
Now here's Stockton. Outside, Russell. Into Karl Malone. Ball's knocked loose. The dish to Stockton. And 3 off the mark. And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year, and, you know, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
You know, Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You know, you give a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
Stockton can't get that one to fall.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
Well, then they picked the right guy to put on it.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. Their number 1 priority is not to give up any looks on the inside, anything easy in the interior, guys. He told me, quote, "We want to have the key look like a fancy club out there. Crowded, not a lot of room, and very hard to get into." Sounds like your kind of place, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
You know, his trademark shot is a 3-pointer from the corner. And that's what he's known for more than anything else, I'd say.
Yeah, he does spray home his share of triples from over there, Steve. He's not the only guy who likes it there, but he likes it more than most do. Guys, there were a lot of questions about what went wrong for Utah last year as they saw themselves slip from a middle-of-the-pack playoff team to being on the outside looking in at the playoffs. One reason was their play on the road.
Houston has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Drexler outside. The finger roll finish at the bottom. As you said with the Jazz last year, getting wins on the road a big problem for them, and they just couldn't keep up in that category. Just with other teams vying for a playoff spot.
Yeah, they finished 13-28 on the road, and that was what kept them out of the postseason. They just have to improve in that regard this year if they're going to get into the playoffs.
So it's the Rockets now. After the made shot from Russell. Pass to Ellie. Feeds to Olajuwon. Passes to Ellie. Back to Olajuwon. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Malone with the rebound.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
And Russell with the basket on the assist by Stockton.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Olajuwon with a screen on Russell. Ellie passes to Olajuwon. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Greg Ostertag. Six on the shot clock. Number 12. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Stockton Stockton dishes to Torne-se. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists now in this one.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Barkley, no good. The Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Stockton with it, now guarded by Ellie. Russell kicks to Stockton. Now the pass to Malone. Fires from 14. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Pure hustle on that play, and that's what it takes on the offensive boards. It's not about ability as much as it is desire.
And that part and some muscle. And he showed us he's got plenty of that with the huge dunk.
Well, in a tight game, I mean, they could use a few more of those hustle plays going forward if they're going to win.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Livingston passes to Johnson. Bullard working on Carr. Here's Mack. Soft touch off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Puts one up from 19. And Utah again with the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Here is Livingston. He feeds it to Johnson. From the arc. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Houston might have made the playoffs in the West last season, guys, but it wasn't because they were beating up on their peers. They were 24 and 28 against the rest of the West. That's why they got the 8th seed.
Foster's checked in for Antoine Carr. Bullard pulls it in.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back.
Houston's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here is Livingston, defended by Isaac. And Bullard gets it to go. You remember the Rockets last year, and they were playing a lot of teams in the West near the end of the regular season. That was when they slipped, Steve, out of the 6th seed range, down to number 8.
Well, of course, the West was really strong last year, Kevin, so it makes sense that you're going to struggle a little bit against all those good teams. But, Houston ended up being the only team in the West to make the playoffs with a sub-500 record against the rest of the conference.
Johnson goes in. Doubled by Isaac. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
Howard's checked in for Utah. And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Foster. He's covered by Willis. And Foster backs in. Howard. The Jazz working the ball around now. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the game. He's off on the second. Willis with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Johnson can't hit. The shot by Howard. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
I think they're going to be able to see pretty clearly on the replay that the shot left his hands in time, guys. The evidence is right there.
Yeah, and this is a big call, guys. I mean, they're going to take a very close look at it, even if it seems clear-cut at first glance.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And, Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made it.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Here is Livingston. And here's Johnson outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Johnson's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Rockets. Kicks it to Howard. He passes to Isley. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Johnson outside. Pass to Willis. Here's Bullard. Here's Harrington. Second chance shot. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Puts up the baby hook. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
So Utah ends up going with the new group.
Well, really a promising young roster for the Utah Jazz team, guys. A lot of blue-chip talent there. I think in a couple of years, this team has a chance to be one of the best in the West.
Barkley with a screen on Stockton. Number 12. Can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Stockton, here we go. He kicks it to Malone. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And you got to give this Utah front office a lot of credit. You're right, Clark. They've only missed the playoffs 5 times in the last 30 seasons. Steve, that is a remarkable run.
What I like about Utah, too, Kevin, is that they seem to stay ahead of the curve. They make moves while they still have leverage. Dealing Carlos Boozer, Kirilenko, Deron Williams. So they've done a good job of getting value, getting assets, and continuing to look ahead.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Drexler outside. The feed to Olajuwon. Back to Drexler. To end the run. And good on the basket. Book it. Drexler's got 5.
This shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intensity.
The Jazz making a switch here. Carr's checked in. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. That drops. Stockton's got his first 3 points of the game. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And stolen by Stockton. With the lead pass. And the shot is good. And now a 6-point Jazz lead.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Pass to Ellie. Lets it fly. Houston gets it back.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Stockton passes to Carr. And it's Drexler with the rebound.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Barkley with a screen on Malone.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Back to Barkley. Jacks up a 3. The shot is off.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Rockets trail by 6. Here's Drexler. He kicks it to Olajuwon. And that one's good.
No defense. He didn't really need to do the double pump.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Stockton backing in. Takes it from 10. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by Stockton. Malone's got 6.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Barkley with a screen on Russell. Ellie kicks to Barkley. Now Olajuwon inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You know, the Rockets turned a lot of heads last season, guys, when they got back into the playoffs after missing out the year before. A big part of that was how they played at home. They were very tough to beat in Houston.
And Olajuwon drops them both. And the Rockets, as you said, Clark, strong at home, and that can be seen in that record of 29-12. Just the kind of home record, Steve, you need to get into the playoffs.
And it was the way the Rockets played that was so impressive, Kevin. They attack the rim, and then they kick out and bomb a ton of threes. And I think that's the kind of attack, the kind of style that can really bring a friendly crowd and bring them to their feet. And I thought the Houston fans got more and more animated as the season went on.
Passes it to Ellie. Picked by Olajuwon. Ellie against Russell. Ellie kicks to Olajuwon. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Olajuwon's got 8.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Stockton outside. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Houston.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
.44 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Drexler. And Houston again with the bucket. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Well, you got to time up the clock. It's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
Stockton dishes to Russell. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Russell's got 8 points in the quarter.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
The pass to Ellie. Olajuwon with a screen on Russell. Ellie kicks to Olajuwon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, a dangerous trend here, guys, because they're starting to live and die with the outside jumper.
Yeah, you don't want to always do drive-through. Every now and then, you got to go inside to eat. Pump fake, draw contact, and get to the foul line.
And the second free throw, good. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. Torne-se outside. Back to Stockton. For the 3. Can't get it to go. Here's Matt. And that's not going to go. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Jazz lead by 5. Make sure you stay tuned for the...
Now, presented by Sprint. All right, I hope you're... The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Russell.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Stockton kicks to Torne-se. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Torne-se's got 8 points.
Kevin, he does a great job of moving without the ball, and he gets a lot of good looks because of that movement. And as long as his teammates are setting screens and looking for him, he can be lethal from the outside.
And that is the key, Steve, but his release in those catch-and-shoot moments is also terrific. Good. That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there. While never a lock for the playoffs, the Jazz were in the driver's seat for a playoff spot up until the All-Star break last season. However, after the second half kicked up again, they just couldn't beat the teams they needed to and lost a lot of ground, letting the Lakers back in the hunt. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Again, the Rockets score. Of course, the Lakers will eventually pass them up during the final days to snag the playoff spot. But, Steve, as you said, it was just a poor run of games for the Jazz right after the All-Star break that did them in.
Well, it would have been nice for this young core to gain some valuable playoff experience, but they did pick up a couple of first-round draft picks. They continue to add talent to this deep roster, and I would think it's just a matter of time before they're back in the playoffs again.
Timeout called the Rockets. Here's Ellie. Drexler outside. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Drexler's got 6 here in this quarter.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
It's a great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking. You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Stockton with it, now defended by Ellie. And Stockton backing in. He passes to Ostertag. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Kevin Willis has checked in for Barkley. And it's good. Stockton's got 8. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Ellie. Olajuwon with a screen on Russell. Ellie kicks to Olajuwon. Shot clock at 6. Dives for it. And the rejection by Ostertag. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
The Rockets making a switch here. Stockton right side. Dishes to Malone.
You know, you look at the flex offense that Utah utilizes, and it requires that players, one, be versatile and multi-skilled, but also that they have good basketball IQs. You need to be able to screen and read defenses effectively. And that's not easy, but it's certainly a good way to play if you've got the right people.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Rockets trail by 3. Willis with a screen on Russell. Ellie passes to Barkley. He dishes it to Johnson. Johnson off the pitch from Barkley. Here's Livingston. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. And Clark, back to that flex offense you were talking about. Some players come into the league with the bad habit of standing around when they don't have the ball. Steve, that's not going to cut it in the flex.
No, it keeps you moving. It keeps the ball going. A lot of screening and cutting. It's a great offense, and it's difficult to cover. But I like what you said. It teaches the young players how to play as well.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Johnson dishes to Livingston. Back to Johnson. That's good. Johnson's got 5 points so far. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Back to Malone. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Malone's got 5 points in the quarter. Rockets trail by 3. Johnson kicks to Livingston. .112 left to play in the third. Pass to Ellie. 6 to shoot. Willis with a screen on Russell. Here's Willis. He's guarded by Russell. They grab their own miss. Barkley. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Stockton passes to Malone. And that one's good. Malone's got 13 points.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
36 seconds left to play in the third. Russell against Elliott. Can't hit, and Utah the other way now. Stockton dishes to Torne-se. The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Man, this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid.
For the Jazz, Foster's check in for Ostertag, for Karl Malone. And it's Anderson in for Russell.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Number 12, defended by Isaac. Barkley outside. The jump hook, rejected by Howard. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
Number 12, he's covered by Stockton. A dish now to Harrington. And he dunks it down. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Stockton outside. Torne-se is guarded by Johnson. Here's Stockton. The rebound by Johnson.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
No one near him. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Torne-se kicks to Anderson. Utah gets it back. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Timeout called the Rockets. The Jazz making a switch here. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
Here's Barkley, and he banks in the layup.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
A nice shot by Torne-se.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at them, they've not been able to take that shot away.
That's the bucket. Jazz leading by 6. Stockton kicks to Torne-se. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Number 12. He's covered by Stockton. Here's Barkley. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender draped all over it.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there. And
so he hits both. For Utah, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Stockton passes to Torne-se. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Willis with a screen on Stockton. Feeds it to Mack. Off the pick. And it's Russell with the rebound.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those. Take a look at what Stockton's done. He has 11 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense putting on a fantastic performance.
Olajuwon's checked in for Houston. Drexler comes in for Mack. And Stockton drops them both.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Number 12. He's covered by Stockton. Number 12. No luck. The Jazz go the other way with it. Stockton with it. He feeds it to Malone. Barkley grabs the board. Barkley's got 7 rebounds in the game. Drexler drives in. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Utah leading by 7. Stockton outside. Drexler defending. Stockton dishes to Torne-se. Stockton against Drexler. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Houston now, time running out. Shot's good by Ellie.
These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
And Stockton backing in. Russell. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. And the Jazz lead by 10.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Number 12. He's covered by Stockton. There's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Olajuwon backing down. Unloads. Again, the Rockets score.
I'll tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Jazz leading by 8. Stockton kicks to Malone. Gets it to go. Malone's got 11 in the second half.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Passes it to Ellie. Clyde Drexler on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Back to Malone. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Number 12. Some solid defense here from Malone.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
The Rockets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Back to Barkley. Kicks to Drexler. And some nice passing there by Houston. Fade away. Offensive rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Now Stockton. Torne-se. Drexler defending. It's Torne-se again missing. Number 12. Hits it from three-point range. Utah calls timeout. They're in front by 7. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Poked away. Morris passes to Isley. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Here's Bullard. Missed it. And so it's Utah with the win.